Well, hello, my beautiful gems. This is Maria from the Guided Gem, and I'm here to do the reading for Cancer. Cancer, this is going to be for your sun, moon, and rising sign. All right, Cancer, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, then you can trust that there might be a message for you in this reading. All right, Spirit, let's get to it. Let's do Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. You know, Cancer, I did already a reading for you guys, but for some reason, there was no sound, and I couldn't post that reading. So let's see if the same message comes back. I will let you know if it's the same message that I get for you, and if it's not, then you weren't meant to hear it at this time, okay? Okay, so we have the 12th house, and this is all about your spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service and healing. And you also have the North Node, so destined to have. So Cancer, this is really interesting. I'm just going to take a quick peek in the book for the 12th house just to see if there's a message that I should be telling you. Just give me 1 second. So 12th house. This is definitely the houses that come before it, but like the setting sun, they sink into the sea. It's where the defined shapes of the day become shapeless forms, energies in the night. Walls fall between physical and spiritual, self and other, making it a natural home for empathetic Pisces. Interesting. So the symbol of this, the 12th house, is the Pisces. Very interesting. So Cancer, you guys are water signs, but the 12th house is really associated with the Pisces sign. So let's see what we have here. So the 12th house holds beautiful wonders like your imagination alongside things you struggle to make sense of. It reveals where you feel lost and fall prey to illusions and addictions. These karmic waters have traveled with you for many lifetimes, and like its ruling planets, Neptune, this space is a realm of spiritual lessons and self-undoing. These energies arise from your subconscious to find peace and closure in this lifetime. So this is really, really important. My beautiful Cancer, this has to do with your subconscious mind. It has to do with your imagination, with your spirituality, with the karma. And it also has to do with the escapism. Really important. So illusions, escapism, addictions. So if you are lying to yourself, then there is definitely something that you need to revisit. Okay. It also has like healing. It has to do with closures, maybe past relationships and things that either didn't work or stuff like that. And then when we have the North Node is that you already have a destined path, and your destined path has to do with you really getting on it and not allowing yourself to derive or to change direction, because you can change directions as many times as you want, but in the end you have to be on your spiritual path, destined path, whatever path is you were brought here to take. Okay, so in other words, like your angels are supporting you to actually be on that path. They are supporting you. They are asking you to reflect and to, make sure that you actually consider everything and why things are not working out for you over and over and over again, because they want you to be on a specific path and they want you to continue moving forward and not just dwell and linger into the past. When things don't work out, they don't work out, whether it's your job, whether it's your career, relationship, whatever situation you have going on in your life, my beautiful Cancer. Spirit is wanting you to really be honest with yourself and to really consider, like, am I on the right path here? Like, am I not seeing the patterns? Am I not seeing, like, if this is not working over and over again, maybe it's because it's not the path I'm supposed to be on. Okay. Are you working with life, surrendering into its current? Do you recognize closed doors as closed and walk through opened ones? Are you swimming with trust towards your destiny or fighting against it? Regardless of where you find yourself, there are no mistakes. Life will always reroute you to meet you. You are endlessly loved and supported. So just in this self, this is a very, very powerful message. And if you're understanding this, it's like you being in a bird cage with the door wide open, and you're just refusing to take your chances and just fly out of that open cage door, right? All right, Spirit, let's see if there's any more messages for my beautiful Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you, Spirit. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Too many cards. No, I'm not taking all of these. There's just too many cards. Spirit, just 2 more cards, please. For my Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, one more. And my beautiful Cancers, I wait for Spirit to give me the cards, so if you don't want to watch me the shuffling, then you can absolutely fast forward. If you don't have patience, then by all means do fast forward, okay? So we keep getting like 4 cards, so I will have to take them. So we have the Empress, we have the Strength, we have the Judgment, and the Emperor. Wow. Very powerful cards. This is the White Witch Tarot, which is only major arcana, but not only that. We start with the Empress, we end with the Emperor, and then we have Strength and we have Judgment. Look at this energy. This is such powerful energy. Cancer, I'm not sure what's going on in your life, but definitely there are important decisions that need to be made. It is all about your creativity. It's all about your abundance. It's all about you trying to elevate to who you are meant to be on your right path. It's all about this healing energy, because with the Strength card, I feel like you have gone through something that has been very, very difficult, something that you never in a million years expected that you needed to go through, follow through, live through, and now you are faced like head on. I'm getting like you are needing to you can't avoid this anymore. This is it. Now Judgment's being called. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to take charge of your life, or are you going to repeat the same old story over and over and over again? And I think you have no more choice. I mean, Spirit is going to continuously reroute you onto the path that you are meant to be. Now, I'm going to go into the tarot to see if we can get any more messages on who exactly we're connecting with here. All right, Cancer, let's do this. Spirit, let me get messages for the Empress here. Why is the Empress here? So I am getting, for some of you, it has to do with some of you who have been trying to get pregnant. And this is part of the message that I got in the first time that I did your reading. And it has to do with working so hard and focusing so much on trying to get pregnant. And I'm just going to quickly go over the original message that I got, or whoever connected with before. And yeah, it's all about getting pregnant. So the Empress confirmed twice. So I clarified the Empress with the Empress here. And you see, like, all she can focus on is trying to get pregnant. And it feels like she's, and there's no gender. And of course it could be the male or female that is just wanting to grow their family and have children. And they are constantly battling within themselves. This is you and your mind, and this is you like fighting with yourself. And you're trying 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. Like, how many times are you going to keep doing this over and over again? And Spirit is wanting you to not give up, but kind of give up or let go of the way you're doing the same thing over and over again. They want you to maybe let go of the idea or the thought of getting pregnant and to live life, simultaneously. And if this happens, it will happen. And just so you know, Cancer, in the previous reading that for some reason had no voice, I had the Sun, and I had the Sun, and I had Temperance. Oh my goodness. So to me, I was connecting with someone that has been working so hard and trying to get pregnant. And the moment that you are able to release the thought of getting pregnant, you're going to be able to live life, find happiness, heal that stress and anxiety that you're living with. And that alone is going to bring in the abundance in order for you to be able to get pregnant. Because Temperance is all about the balance, the yin and the yang. It's all about, making sure that you not focus only on one area of your life where everything else dies. And this is why you're unable to reproduce. Okay. And Temperance is saying, like, have patience. When the right timing is there, it will happen, but you have to release at forcing it to happen now. Okay. Yes, and we have the Page of Swords. There's a lot of research that needs to be done. Actually, this card came in the previous reading too. This is telling me that whoever you are working with, if you're working, let's say, with an IVF institute, or if you're working with some sort of doctors or people that are doing like experimental work or whatever, Spirit is wanting you to really do some homework. Okay, they want you to go in deep and figure out, like, who are these people? Like, are they just taking your money? Or you need to make sure that they're not taking advantage of you. Okay, so in other words, it feels like Spirit's been, and it's funny that the same message is coming out here. It kind of feels like Spirit is saying, like, have the faith. Have faith that what is meant to be will never pass you by. And by doing all of this, this process, dealing with people that are injecting, all these chemicals and medications and whatever it is, that the process that you go through with IVF or in vitro or whatever it's called today. But Spirit is saying, like, look into it, because I'm feeling that you don't need to go through this. And Spirit is saying, like, you're really walking like a fine line here, like risking your own health in order to forcefully have, this pregnancy. And I'm kind of getting the sense that this pregnancy through this method is not really the healthiest process for the birth of your child. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to linger into there anymore. Spirit, is there anything else for my Cancer? What else can I give my Cancer here? What are the messages? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This whole thing is causing you a lot of sleepless nights, stress, and it kind of feels like the sense that you guys are doing this alone. This is you, like, not wanting to share this information with anyone. This is you, like, being in a dark space. How do you want to be fertile and to reproduce with this kind of energy? Cancer, are you seeing this? Like, you can't be in this energy and reproduce. It's like it doesn't work. Spirit wants you to have faith and to let it go. And Spirit is saying that once you let it go, you will heal and you will be able to accept whatever situation is meant for you. Does that make sense? How many times have you ever heard, like, when people finally gave up on, trying to get pregnant, or gave up on trying to adopt because things are so complicated. There was so much red tape, and at a certain point, like, you know what? We're not meant to have kids, and you know what, we're okay with that. We're going to live our life. We're going to travel instead. We're going to save all that money for all of these, you know, professional doctors and whatever have you, and they will travel the world. And next thing you know, they come back from their, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months trip, and they come back and they announce like, oh, by the way, we're pregnant, and they did it like naturally. This is what Spirit is trying to say to you, and I'm sure it can't be for every Cancer out there, but I can't imagine that every Cancer out there is going through the same situation. So if you've been trying and feeling like this, Spirit is saying like, you got to let that go. Okay? All right, Spirit, is there any more messages? So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So it kind of feels like whatever proposition these doctors, whatever proposition they're giving you, it's like no one's guaranteeing anything to you guys, my beautiful Cancer. And I feel like Spirit is saying like, don't keep the blindfolds on. You're receiving those red flags. You're receiving those nudges. And if it's not about the pregnancy or the doctors that you're dealing with, then we're talking about, you know, creating your business or creating a project or even a relationship. Is someone saying like, hey, Cancer, you know what? I've had my eye on you for so long and I think we should go out. And you're getting all of these red flags and you're thinking like, no. Like, I don't think we should be together, but you don't have the heart to say no. You guys are Cancers. You guys are water signs, very emotional and don't want to hurt anybody, don't want any drama, but you know that this is not your right person. Well, Spirit is saying like, don't ignore these red flags, because the longer you ignore these red flags, remember, you have a destined path to be on. Okay? So you got to let these go and you got to stop being stuck in the moment, and judgment is here. So you got to really, really, truly, truthfully be honest with yourself, and don't allow yourself to be persuaded, or, you know, you're going to find yourself like 10 years down the line and say like, you know, but I didn't have the heart to say no to them. I didn't have the heart to like do this and whatever. Well, yes, you can. Because you have a destined path. And the longer you avoid this path, the older you'll get and the longer that it'll take you to get here. Okay? Just don't ignore those red flags. Right, Spirit, why is the Emperor here? I know that the Emperor is all about taking charge of your own life and like being in control and not allowing anybody to manipulate you, persuade you, and it's time. It's all about the time, right? 4 is about the stability. You're looking for stability in your life. Oh my goodness. We have the 10 of Pentacles. There is a destined person for you, Cancer. But all of these things that you're doing is blocking this. Spirit is wanting you to remove this blindfold that you have on you. They want you to stop having this anxiety and stress in your life. And they want you to take a look at the offers that you're getting. They want you to see without the blindfolds. Okay? And the minute that you do that and remove this blindfold, this is what's coming in for you. Now I understand why like I had to have this 4th card. Because if we were just ending here, I mean, the message is pretty like gloomy. But once you understand what the potential outcome is for you and what your destined path is, I feel like the message is telling you that it'll be so much easier for you to deal with whatever's going on. If you need to let go of the control of being pregnant, or if you need to let go of the control of being, you know, having your business flourish or continue to move forward, and things are not working out because you're doing the same thing over and over, Spirit is wanting you to remove this red flag so that you can have all of the abundance coming in and take absolute control of your situation. So it's related to a lot of people. I'm feeling that especially the end of March, which this reading is for, is really talking to Cancers in a form where they need to do like a self-inventory here and to be truthful and honest, because judgment is here. And I feel that the judgment is with the self. Okay, it's absolutely about the self. It's about the healing so that you can absolutely get back to your path, your destined path. And your destined path is full of abundance, just absolutely full of abundance. Okay, I love this for you guys, my beautiful Cancer. Now, don't click off just yet because I am going to give you some advice to help you through this process. Okay, all right, Spirit, let's do the advice card. What advice do we have for my beautiful Cancer regarding this reading here? The Magician and the Mirror. That's amazing. The Magician and the Mirror tells me that you have like all of the tools that you need. You have the fire, you have the water, the air, you have the passion, you have the joy, the happiness. You're absolutely connected to source. And not only that, like we're looking at, you know, working really, really hard at manifesting this, because 5 and 3 is 8. So it's card number 53. So 5 and 3 is 8. It is all about like putting in the work, putting in the effort so that you can achieve your abundance, your goals, your life, your family life, your marriage, family, home, kids, like everything your heart desires here. Okay, so you actually have all of the tools that you need, and you're gonna work really, really, really hard at it. And I just saw the next card, and I just got shivers everywhere. Like I'm still shivering. It's card number 4, and 4 is all about the home. It's about the stability. It's about, you know, the foundation of a happy family. I'm just getting shivers everywhere, my beautiful Cancer, and it's just so perfectly aligned with the previous reading that I did, that I unfortunately had no voice to it, and the message came back here, and I'm just getting shivers. I am so happy, and I would love for you guys to write me a comment whenever this happened. Time is fluid, so it can happen now, it can happen in a few months from now, it can happen in 4 months from now, or it can happen in the month of April. But as soon as you do this work, this will come in for you. So my beautiful Cancer, I love this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do thumbs up for me. Click on the notification subscription button, and you will get notified until the next reading. I'm sending you love and light.